viewers, welcome to another game as Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another HotshotGG game, as you can see. And we are going to play Nautilus, and we are of course going to jungle with him. Well, I guess Nautilus can do several things, but well, with HotshotGG mainly jungling by now. Although he has been put back up to top lane, I don't really know. It's he's still jungling a lot, so yeah, we're going to go jungle. And we are going to go into the lane a little bit late. We're going to start off with wolves anyway. But yeah, in the lane a little bit late because he was kind of busy with other stuff. He was setting up the commercials in the bottom left side on your well, on the screen. And he was kind of changing up that. Yeah, the wolves get taken out by I guess the mid laner and the bottom laners. And then we're going to go on this, well, this blue camp, and well, really should be no problem. He is going to keep smite up though, which means that he's going to go for red immediately afterwards. And with that, so with that red, well, he should be able to gank really quickly. But we'll have to see if he actually manages to pull that off, because it is going to take a while for him to do that, and well, it is going to take a lot of health, and of course he is going to heal up in the meantime. But yeah, going straight for red. Here you go, he's going to use the shield, I'm assuming, and yeah, well, there you go. The shield and the AoE, the Riptide I guess it's called, the AoE damage, and all in all it should be very easy. Yep, there you go, going into mid lane now. Maybe? No? Just going, okay, just going for the raids. So why do an early red then? I mean, I guess he wanted to go gank, but couldn't really find the, well, the opportunity. Well, Fiddlesticks is pretty low, and I guess Zed is pretty well protected at this point. But he is going to try it anyway. Yeah, there is the other jungler, however. Going to pull himself to the side. Zed and Elisa following him, and he's going to give away double buff if he dies. And another pull to the greatest position he could find, and the first blood goes down. Oh, that was a really unfortunate start. And is this guy going to die as well? Oh, the nice silence. Excellent silence there from Soraka. She wanted to walk out just, well, with that. I guess she should have waited a few more seconds to see what Elisa would do. But yeah, this actually went reasonably well for the top laner. Obviously the jungler now lost both of his buffs, and that is going to suck balls. So I don't really see, or I didn't really see who got the kill, but since it was probably Elisa, but it might have also been Zed. Well, both of them, well, Elisa wouldn't matter too much if she got the double buff, but Zed, yeah, that would have really sucked. Oh no, Zed actually got the kill because he threw that shadow thingy. Yeah, so he indeed does have double buff, and that is going to suck balls. Because that means that the mid laner now has extra damage as well as reduced cooldowns, as well as more energy to use those reduced cooldowns. So all in all, just an insane amount of goodies just given away to the mid laner, because they actually got that nice gank off. Well, yeah, I guess it was a gank, because technically Elisa came in for the gank. They probably had a ward there. In that bush or something like that, I don't know, but it seemed to work out pretty well for them, and that means that they are going to have to be a little bit careful in mid lane, and obviously, well, we're going to be a little bit more careful in the jungle as well, for the simple reason that currently without any buffs it is a little bit harder to do anything. So we are going for, I guess that's the Spirit Stone and the Flask. So going for sustain as well as damage. And the Flask is of course a really nice item to have if you go back regularly. And well, a jungler can go back regularly because every time he ganks, he either gets a kill or he gets killed, and well, that's at least the thing you want. So most of the time, every time you go into a situation, you want to recall afterwards, which means that, well, that flask is going to be recharged pretty quickly or pretty often, which makes it a very good thing to have. Anyhow, not popping his Riptide for now. He used it now, but could have gotten that off a little bit quicker, which means that the cooldown, because the cooldown is really short, you can get it off a little bit more often if you just pop it straight away. And that is why we see that most of the time on Nautilus. Because, well, low cooldown spells, you want to pop them as soon as possible. High cooldown spells, you want to wait until the opportune moment. But, well, these kind of low cooldown spells, you want to pop them just every time you can use them. Because, well, if you can get 2 of them off, which is very possible with Riptide, then obviously you're going to do way more damage than and way more, well, everything. And, well, that's exactly what you would want out of that. So yeah, trying to freeze the lane for a little bit, but then taking out the minions anyway, so before his minions arrived. So that was kind of, yeah, little bit of everything. Anyhow, the smite is back up, the blue buff is back up. And, well, we should be able to get that blue buff without any problems on the Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is, of course, able to do that on his own, no problem. But it does mean that Nautilus needs to start walking towards his red buff, because that is going to be up in a moment. Yeah, because he did that right after the blue buff, and the blue buff came up at about 7:10. So that, yeah, there it is. Red buff is up. So yeah, getting the red buff is of course a very important thing to have. Not so much on Nautilus, but in general, because red buff does add quite a lot of extra damage to you, or well, whoever gets it. Plus, it's a decent amount of gold. So you could definitely see why that is a good thing to have. Anyhow, the Fiddlesticks ultimate really not doing what it needs to do. And he is going to try to leech someone to death. But, oh, yeah, we are going to pick up the easy kill there. 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1 now in this bottom lane. They still lose 1 though. And they might actually lose a second. Or maybe even a third. So yeah, this was now a 2 for 2 trade, I believe. And can we actually pick up the Elisa? Come on. Yes, he should be able to do this. Oh, the stun went off. And no, just a 1 for 1 trade. It's an assisted kill for an unassisted kill though. So it is still well worth it. And yeah, that was a whole lot of everything just gathered up in one. And we are now going to be able to afford some things, because with 3 kills he is pretty rich, as well as some reasonable jungling. He did of course die twice already, which is not that good, but that doesn't really matter. That doesn't subtract anything from your gold. Obviously it gave away double buff, which was kind of sucky, but well, the enemies didn't really use that to their advantage. I guess Zed got something out of it, because, well, it's almost impossible to not get something out of that. Because, well, you do get a slow, you do get extra damage, and as I said, reduced cooldowns, extra energy for him. That is all very good to have, and he probably picked up some extra minions because of that. The stun should go down, there you go, the grab, and unfortunately the Zed is just too mobile to catch. And, well, that's exactly the problem with Zed in mid lane. He is so mobile that it is very hard to get hold of him and keep hold of him. Because, well, Nautilus is of course one of the best champions to keep people in their position. And yeah, well, that's exactly what didn't happen. The ward goes down for the enemies, so they can see that this is going on, but we do have smite up, and we should be able to smite this pretty easily. The Fiddlesticks ultimate went off, but yeah, nothing happening. He missed his ultimate basically. Yeah, well, he tried to go on the enemies, but they retreated just before he jumped. And of course, because they had a ward in there, they could see that he was ulting, so he kind of should have seen that coming. Because he tried to be sneaky by standing inside the dragon pit, but well, that's exactly where the enemies put their ward. So unless they weren't paying attention at all, they would have seen that. And here we go. Are we going to land this kill? It is Soraka top lane, so she is not going to do that much damage. From a distance, that is. She can do pretty decent damage in general. And another type of ward there. It's pretty cute, those ward skins. Because everyone has their own by now. It's pretty cute. Anyhow, yeah, it seems that that Nautilus is going to make it to mid lane now. There's someone behind him. Yeah, he did see it as well, obviously. And it is Nidalee that is just trying to do some damage. Nidalee is, however, going to get caught here by Soraka. And Fiddlesticks following up on that as well. Yeah, we're not going to do very well in this. The Nautilus ultimate actually used, but it was already too late. Soraka already went down. And it is now 5-8 on the team. That means that 3 out of the 5 kills are actually on Nautilus. And that is definitely not what you want out of this. Because what you want out of this, of course, is to, well, have all of those kills on a carry. And Nautilus, yeah, he's not a carry at all. Well, they do have some pretty strange choices for carries. Because Fiddlesticks, yeah, he does some damage, but he can't really make it work on his own. And of course, the bottom lane, yeah, that's kind of normal. But then Soraka in the top lane, that is also more of a support in the late game than anything else. So they're not going to be able to make a whole lot out of that damage wise, but well, we'll see. We'll see. It is, however, not the best game for this team. So anyhow, we're going to go back to the jungle, going to pick up the blue buff on Fiddlesticks, I imagine. Well, Fiddlesticks is not here, he's coming in right now. And with the Fiddlesticks, well, with blue on Fiddlesticks, they should be able to do pretty well. Because, well, Fiddlesticks is of course pretty good with blue. He can get a whole lot out of that cooldown reduction, as well as that extra mana. But, well, it's still not the ultimate solution. The ultimate solution would be someone who actually spams way more spells than Fiddlesticks does. Fiddlesticks has, yeah, a drain. But yeah, he has enough mana for that. He doesn't need cooldown reduction on that, because basically every time you you finish your drain, the new one is already up. Oh, okay, they're going to get... I hope you understand. Okay, we're going to get the blue on Nautilus, probably because he wanted to just use that for his own, well, for his own jungling. And Fiddlesticks has been dying quite a lot. And yeah, well, with the cooldown reduction and extra mana, I guess he can, well, the extra mana, he doesn't really need that, but for now, that is. But, well, the cooldown reduction is, of course, very nice on him, because he has quite a few spells to spam. And it seems that my stream is really not interested in letting me watch it very smoothly. So I'm going to pause for a while, and I'm going to come back to you right at this moment in a little bit. And we're back. We are still chasing the Nidalee. There we go, the ultimate goes off, but he's not going to be able to chase her down because she is Nidalee. And this is exactly why he loves Nidalee so much, because she is so strong in these chases. She can actually not get caught by these kind of things, because she is just too fast, too mobile. And yeah, she's going to go into mid lane and go to get a quadra kill right there. Come on. Oh my god. No, she just gets the one kill. It is at least not as bad as I thought it would be. And they actually get the kill on her. Double kill there even for our team. And Elisa might actually go down. She's on the wrong side, but she does get to the safety of that bush. Oh my god. Nidalee actually got killed. That was one good thing. And Kakmar picking up a double kill. That was actually excellent. But that definitely could have ended way worse. Way worse. Yeah, we are going to go mid lane. Going to go for Ezreal here. And Ezreal is hiding between the minions, which is excellent for him. It is going to suck to be the enemies there, but well, that's the way it goes sometimes. And we are going to go to the top lane now and going to pick up those minions because, well, that is what he does. He picks up minions. HotshotGG, of course, very well known for all of his jungling and all of his, or sorry, not jungling, farming. And all of his, well, just farming up on every champion he plays. And as you can see, the tower is down. But he's going to not take it down himself. He's going to leave the minions to do it, or at least leave the tower to do as much damage as possible to those minions, because it allows the wave to be pulled back into his direction, which is of course awesome. So yeah, we get the level 5 boots with the level 3 upgrade of Home Guard, which is, well, as far as I know, the most picked up upgrades, well, in the game. Because, well, I don't think that people actually get any other upgrades on those boots. Because those boots are, with the Home Guard, are just so useful. That extra movement speed allows you to recall and come back into the, well, into the front of your base almost instantly. And here we go, bye-bye Nidalee. Oh, wow, he missed that Q actually. That was pretty big. But yeah, they still had plenty of opportunity to kill her, so it didn't really matter. But it was a pretty big mistake to miss that, and we actually didn't get that golem, even though they were trying, but well. Anyhow, yeah, the Elisa saves herself by using the repel. And that is something you don't see every day. And we are going to ult on the Lulu. The Lulu gets caught here by all kinds of things, but she's not going to die. But they are going to do some pretty nice damage to everyone. And we're going to pick up the kill on the turret, as well as this. Wow. Are you kidding me with that, Soraka? Soraka just going for the kill there, which is pretty strange, but okay. And here we go, we have the shield up, a little bit of damage taken, and oh, Nidalee in here. She is going to try to do some damage, but with 4 of them there, it should be okay. I mean, they should be able to survive this. They have plenty of slows and such, as well as, well, just 4 champions to do damage. And here we go on the Nidalee. The Nidalee dies pretty quickly. The Soraka comes in to, well, kind of support in this fight, but she is going forward all the time. She's trying to get kills, and I'm not sure if she actually has kills already, but Soraka definitely not someone that picks up a lot of kills. And well, she can do in some games, she can pick up some kills, but yeah, you can pick up kills with anyone. Yeah, there goes the Fiddlesticks. He is going pretty low, but actually not getting taken out, which is huge, because as Fiddlesticks, well, heals up quite a lot from that drain, he can actually come back in this fight in a little bit once he drains up a little. And he is in fact almost full health again, just from that one camp, and is coming back in. He probably just drained the blue rate. And we are going to go down. Fiddlesticks backs off. The other 2, of course, back off as well. Double kill for the enemy team. And top lane tower is in a little bit of trouble. And by a little bit, I mean quite a lot. As well as the Sona. But Sona might actually be able to hide out behind this tower. But I'm not sure if that's going to be good enough. No, it's not going to be good enough at all. They are not going to pick up the kill on Nidalee. So they lose 3-0, and that is, yeah, that's a big deal. So overall it's 11-15, and they were doing so well that I wonder where it went wrong. So let's see. Are we going to be able to save anything from our, well, from this kind of missed team fight? Obviously, we are currently 3-3. So we do have some gold, we do have some items. It's very nice to have some items on a jungler. Especially on the tanky jungler, because they are the ones that go in first. And, well, they can stay alive a little bit longer with those items. And that's exactly what you want out of that. It's really, really nice to have those kind of things. And top lane, yeah, the Soraka once again getting caught. She is, well, just all over the place all the time, and I think she just missed her flash there. And yeah, there we go. Easy kill on Soraka. I don't know why she's all the way, well, out on her own all the time. So not even close to her allies, and yeah, well, seems that she has some trouble with understanding where the rest of her team is or something like that. Whoa, 5 people here. It is 5 versus 4. Nidalee fortunately missed that javelin on the Kog'Maw, because that would have been very detrimental to his health. And we are going to pick up a 1-for-1 trade, but we are far from done here. The wish goes off. I think she just respawned and immediately used that wish. And are we going to be able to hold this off with Soraka? No, we're not going to be able to. And Nidalee coming in at very low health. She should be dead, but no, they don't have enough damage. That's exactly what I said. With these strange picks for carries, it's Kog'Maw who really needs to do the damage, because for the rest, yeah, what are they going to do? I mean, Nautilus can't do the damage. Soraka can't do the damage. And at least we pick up that kill. That is an easy one. But Fiddlesticks, yeah, he can do some damage, but yeah, definitely easy to kill him, because if you disrupt his drain, he basically has nothing. So, yeah, bye-bye. You should be dead as well. There we go, finally getting the shut down on that guy and picking up 500 gold for that. So, well, she actually had a very nice killing spree going, it seems. And we are going to do the Baron then. If they pick up the Baron, because, well, they're 5 kills behind, they're a few turrets behind. But if they can pick up the Baron, I think it's about equal again. And the Smite is up, so Smite, he just read the amount of HP it must have for him to Smite. And there we go, picking up the Smite. And Nautilus gets the kill on Baron Nashor. Yeah, that's what you always need to do. You always need to just look at your skill and see how much damage it will actually do. And I think that... oh, Fiddlesticks actually got out. Wow. I thought he was dead there for sure, but apparently not. So selling the bottle, the flask, and going for some attack speed. Not finishing his Frozen Heart, by the way. At least I'm assuming that's going to be Frozen Heart. And not just going to stay a Glacial Shroud, but, well, I guess it is mostly AP damage, or, well, magical damage that's being done. So, yeah, he doesn't really need to upgrade it. I don't know what Nidalee is building, by the way. I haven't really seen her build yet. Yeah, and there I think it was an AD build. But I'm not actually sure because, well, I didn't really get a good look at it. So, Fiddlesticks with his ultimate once again getting killed. And there we go, getting the ultimate off on... Wow. I think there was Zed and, well, just not landing the kill at all. Oh, and Nidalee is also going to get out because she's way too fast. No. Trying to get closer to her, but not actually managing to. Nice stun there from Elisa, obviously, and not going to happen. Not at all going to happen. He's going to try to catch her, but that is also not going to happen. Well, if she has any clue on what's good for her. No, she's not here. Red buff's also not here. The dragon is up, however, and they should really be doing that because they lost quite a bit of gold right here. And I don't know if they actually need more gold, because at this point they have a pretty big amount of it. And wow, 6 and 3 now, picked up 3 kills in a row, which is excellent because, well, their team needs a little more, well, power, and by killing one of the enemies, well, you definitely get more power. So we are going to move in here, and hopefully Kog'Maw will be able to take down this tower quickly. And yeah, that seems to be the case. They immediately get the tower, and oh, a nice pull, but it was Nidalee, so she immediately transforms into Cougar, jumps out of there, and is going to get caught a little bit in this this goo. And who is that? Oh, that was Ezreal. Ezreal actually going down really quickly, and they should be able to take down this tower really quickly as well. The Kog'Maw in a little bit of trouble, but the nice ultimate from Sona actually getting... Oh yes, they do get the kill on Zed. The entire enemy team goes down here, and even though they were behind in kills, they are now equaling kills. They got a full ace for 0, and at this point they can pretty much just kill the entire base and just be done with it. I did not think this was going to happen at this point, because, well, their team was kind of derping around a little bit, but that might have been a little bit intentional and just not really, well, paying too much attention. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG. And we will probably see a score screen afterwards, and then I'm going to call it a day. There you go. That's 10 and 2 Kog'Maw. Yeah, that kind of carried them. So really well played. Bye bye.